All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir, tout le monde, et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, VA3 CJZ, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, July 9, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the very western tip of Lake Ontario. We meet here every Wednesday night, beginning at 8 p.m. until around 10 p.m. local time here on 146.430 megahertz. And since this is a Simplex Net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I live stream the net uh, on YouTube, and so people who tune in will be able to hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search bar, again, VA3CJZ, and you can look for us live. Or tonight's title will be AREG Week 1660. That's 1660 consecutive weeks that AREG has been on the air. And so finally, I'd like to ask everyone to please leave a 1 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. And so, with that, do we have any mobile, portable, or priority traffic stations or one and done stations? Come now.
V3KDT.
There's one. All right. VE3KDT. Once again, I believe breaking the ice for me. Noel, come on in. How are you doing?
Hi, good evening, Chuck, and everyone else listening. I figured I'd call up for one and done. A delay for having my Windows be installed. I am the very, very next person, first thing in the morning, to have it done. So I've kind of mostly taken down my station, and I'm just kind of reaching over the counter here, sitting in my living room with the antenna half hanging in my backyard. So I thought I'd check in, say hi, but I guess the rest of this, after we're done our little exchange, I'm going to be listening on YouTube.
All right. I haven't even looked at it yet since I went live, but hopefully everything's working good. And yes, I see Rick, VE3BK. Hi, Rick. Wade, VA3NCA. Hi, Wade and Albert, VA3BT, and also my cousin Guy. Good evening, Guy. Welcome. And so who's doing the install there, or where?
Well, I live in a townhouse, so the whole complex is getting done. They just seem to. They did my neighbors a few doors down. They did the neighbors on the other side, kind of worked their way towards me, and it was just after 4 when they were looking at my house. So they decided to pack up, and I guess I'm first on the list for tomorrow. So I had already taken everything down, moved all my stuff away. I'm just kind of living like a hermit here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We had to replace our gas meter outside the front porch there. Was it last week or the week before? And of course, the letter we got said, "Oh, the install will start. The guy will show up anywhere between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m." And sure enough, it was closer to 2 p.m. And I even had to cut. We have tiger lilies. The real tall ones are about 4 feet tall, uh, and they're right in front of the gas meter. And it specifically stated on the letter, to make a clear working path. So I got the old hedge trimmer out and cut a bunch out. Kind of brought a tear to my eye because they're so beautiful. These tall tiger lilies, but they'll grow back. They come back every year. So. But anyways, the guy even thanked me. He said, "Thanks for giving me a nice path to the gas meter there." So, anyways, thanks for checking in, Noel. Number one on the hit list, and yeah, we'll look forward to get seeing you on the YouTube stream. Anything else?
No, I think that's probably about it. I'm just gonna pack it down because I don't really have a way of keeping the hot air outside and the cool air in here without with my antenna cable. So it was good to talk to you and check in, and I will be typing along on YouTube for the rest of it.
All right, sounds good, Noel. Thanks again. All right, so let's open it up to anyone and everyone with a valid license who'd like to check in. Please come now.
VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf.
VA3 NCA.
VA3 KMQ.
All right, got three more there: WPG, NCA, and KMQ. Let's bring in Chris, see what he's got. VA3 WPG. Come on in, Chris.
Good evening, everybody. VA3 WPG. Sitting around here, getting a few things done here, listening to the net, dropping a check-in. Let's revisit that question yesterday. Amazon Prime today. Well, I did some. Time to get rid of that old radio on my motorcycle, or stereo on my motorcycle. The speakers were blowing, and the auxiliary cord was getting kind of finicky because I keep stepping off the bike and walking away while my phone is still plugged in. So got some new speakers, and the main module is Bluetooth, so no more wires. So yeah, Amazon Prime, yay. Other than that, this will probably be my last eligible check-in for the net for the foreseeable future, as my notice came in today that we are to get everything off the balconies for a balcony replacement, because for some reason they want to change the change the metal barriers into stupid glass. So I don't see that ending too well with glass out there. But anyways, so got to pull all my antennas down and get everything off the balcony so nothing falls down or off. So down coming my antennas, and I'll be checking in with the Quan shank for the next while. So I guess I'll have to hunt down a sweet spot. VA3 WPG.
All right, Chris. So it looks like you're in the same boat as Noel, as far as having to take equipment down in order to get some work done there. So, yeah, well, it's all for the best, I guess. Upgrades, maintenance, repairs, whatever, whatever. It's best to get it looked after. So, good luck with that, and yeah, hopefully we can pick you up on the Quanshang there. And how long are you? Is your station going to be down?
I'm not looking too forward to the glass. I'm going to be getting some kind of wood to block it for protection, or some chicken wire, or some of that diamond mesh lath that you wipe your boots off on, some of that stuff. Says the closure is expected to take approximately 6 to 8 weeks. Work will generally include replacement of balcony guardrail rails, localized concrete repairs, replacement of balcony slabs, sealant joints, and waterproofing of balcony slabs. All items must be removed from your balcony before work commences.
Oh, okay. So that means for the rest of the summer. Okay, gotcha. And good for you on upgrading your radio on your bike and that. Bluetooth is the way to go. I know a lot of podcasters wear headphones, but I got these great uh, earbuds, and you're not attached to a wire. And if I need to get up, I can. I still hear who's talking in my ear, and not worry about the length of a cable. So it's all good. And man, some of those radios on motorcycles, they sound loud. Maybe because they're not inside a car, but yeah, bike stereos, man. They you can hear them pretty good.
Yeah, I just have tiny little speakers. But oh yeah, no, there's this one either a year ago, 2 years ago. There was this one Harley going down King Street, nearish Main and Catherine area. I thought that thing was a car. I heard that guy's music 4 blocks away, and that was a bike. Wasn't my choice of genre, but no, that thing pumped, and that was on a bike. Yeah, that was loud.
Yeah. I've heard many in my days, but anyways, Chris, thank you so much for your check-in, and I guess we'll listen for you either on the Quanchang or maybe on the YouTube stream. But in any case, sir, good luck with all you got going on there, and I guess that means you'll probably be going out to parks a little bit more.
Definitely gonna make the effort to. I got to take my long wire down, so sunspots are still down a little bit. Solar's still a bit down. K and A are down-ish. Better than it was yesterday, anyways. Hopefully these numbers, their numbers get a little higher. But if I do get out to the park, at least I can get, and the conditions aren't too good, at least I can get some practice throwing wire into the tree with the new throwing weight today. Oh, I said it was a 16-ounce weight. I made a mistake. It's actually a 14-ounce weaver. But yeah, get some more practice throwing that thing into the tree, even if the conditions aren't good. Anyway, yeah, get out and get activated. So with that, we'll throw it back to the net and keep it rolling. VA3 WPG 73. Have a good evening, everybody.
Okay, thanks, Chris. And yeah, those arborist bags, they're not cheap, man. I think they're like $35 for a 16-ounce. But apparently they're the cat's meow. They work great. So, anyways, yeah, good luck with practicing with that. So let's move over to Wade, VA3NCA. Thanks for waiting, Wade. Come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. Here we are Wednesday. Yeah, those arborist bags, I'm a big fan. I have a little 12-ounce bag. I know Chris was mentioning that he thought, I can't remember the weight he said, but yeah, it's 12 ounces, which I think is probably a little bit on the heavy side, but it works just fine. Yeah, I like it a lot. I can heft it up into the trees pretty well. And I think the secret is, as silly as it looks, kind of do the kids bowling approach, where you put a loop of rope between the bags so that you can sort of swing it between your legs, and then you just let it rip up into the trees, and it goes quite far, and you save your elbow and your shoulder from trying to heft it that way. So it's easier to demonstrate than it is to describe, but it does look a little silly, but you know what? You get the rope up in the tree, and then and you get past that and get on to playing radio. So anyways, I fully support the idea of the arborist bag, that it works the best, and I don't have to worry about it getting caught in the tree. It falls straight through all the leaves. Other than that, let's see. Today was a work from work day. Tomorrow will be the same. Today was for a corporate mandatory fund day type of deal. We had an all hands meeting and sort of event. At least they fed us, so that was a plus. It was a good, I kid, but it was a good event, so can't complain. Tomorrow it starts. We have some equipment being pulled out of the computer room, so I got to be there to, I don't know, supervise or something. I'm not sure. Make sure they don't unplug the wrong thing or something. So I'll be there and keep an eye out. Yeah, other than that, not much else going on. I'll be here for the duration, just listening along and playing with my latest kit. I just put together a QMX transceiver. It seems to be working, but I haven't had a chance to actually get it out there on the air. So looking forward to that. And so I'm just going to tinker here while we listen along. Back to you.
Okay, Wade, very good. Well, good luck with that, and hopefully the radio is working well. Um, you've always got some kind of project on the go there, so good for you. And remember to take some time for yourself every once in a while. Thanks for your check-in, Wade. I look forward to have you play along on the YouTube stream there. So thanks again. Let's move over to Burlington now and say hi to Mike, VE3KMQ. Mike, come on in.
VA3CJZ, V3KMQ. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net. Hope everybody's doing well. Not an awful lot going on with me. Got a little bit of a break in the weather with it being not quite as hot and humid. So that's a little bit more comfortable for us anyway. So yeah, check in, and with that, back to you there.
All right, very good, Mike. Great signal, by the way. You're close to full strength over here. Probably 50 over 60, but this Yaesu meter is very, very generous on the receive. I do hear comments about people saying that the Yaesu has better receive than the ICOMs. So they got more stingier needles. But in any case, great job. And tomorrow is the Burlington Amateur Radio Club Hamfest. Are you planning on going?
Yeah, actually, I will be Saturday, and here it's supposed to be pretty warm and but it's going to be fun. It was the same way last year, but certainly going to need to take a hat along. You're there. It's a good idea, but yeah, we'll look forward to going to that, and really look for it. Not in particular, but like everybody has something up, so I'm sure that'll be the case.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it. Saturday is our wedding anniversary, so I think something else might be in the works, but we'll go next time. But for everyone else, this is the Burlington Amateur Radio Club's 51st Ontario Hamfest this Saturday, July 12th. And it'll be held in Milton on Highway 401, close to, it'll be at the Milton Agricultural Fairgrounds. The actual address is 136 Robert Street, Milton, Ontario. 136 Robert Street. If you want to Google that and put it in your next trip. Anyways, Mike, thank you so much for taking the time out and checking in with me. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. And I think it's time to maybe keep a water bottle pouch there that they have for your belt or something, so you always have water or whatever else you want to bring along to stay hydrated.
Yes, that's a great idea. Stay hydrated. Listen, Chuck, congratulations on your upcoming wedding anniversary. Very good, very good. And thank you for doing the net. Always appreciate it. 73 for now. We'll look for you next time. V3KMQ.
All right, Mike, thanks again. And by the way, I just want to mention to Wade, your signal strength was great also. You were coming in at about a 15 over S9 here, Wade. So good job on that. And I think Chris was doing the same, but I guess he's going to be taking everything down now for a little while. So probably won't be till the end of summer till he gets to put his station back up. All right, then. So let's carry on and do another call out and see who else would like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ.
V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
VA3 Hotel. Not sure if you hear me, Scott.
VA3 IMW, and Al, I'm sure he hears you loud and clear.
That's right. So we got three more. I got BK, NFL, and IMW. Let's bring in Al in case he's feeling sleepy. And Rick, if you don't mind, this is a first to have Al checking in with me here. So he's usually horizontal by this time. So VA3 NFL. Okay, there, Al. Well, you know what? I do appreciate you checking in there, my friend. This is certainly an anomaly, but you're making it in there from Grassy. No problem. Back to you.
Alright, Chuck. You and everybody on that have a great evening. Wife got home. My wife for a pizza. Yeah.
We want to hear about the grassy plowing match, though.
Oh, what's this about a grassy plowing match? Oh, I think he said his wife had just come home and brought pizza or something. He must be starving. He's one of those bachelors that can actually burn water. Can't eat his own cooking. But anyways, Al, you're in the log. Thank you so much for checking in. All right, so let's go up to Rick now. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Good evening, Chuck and everybody on frequency. And I got a suggestion for Chris there, because I've done it many times and it works really good. I don't know how high he is up in his apartment, but if you put a magnum mount on the fridge, and it can be horizontal or it can be on the top of the fridge, and usually it works pretty good. I can get into most repeaters from my kitchen, but then again, I'm in a house there. Over.
Yes, Rick and his magnet mounts on anything and everything metal. I know you helped out KCI there, Art, with a magnet mount upside down on the heating vent on the ceiling. And yeah, pretty much a magnet mount on anything will work half decent. I actually have it's got a very small magnet on it, but I only use it, here at home. It doesn't go on the vehicle, and it's on my air conditioner, and works works just fine. And it's outside, and yeah, it does the trick there, Rick.
Oh yeah, well I've done that, and in fact I actually have a magnet mount on my air duct. I did that originally when I was on the CB a long time ago. I put a magnet mount on the or no, I actually hooked a wire with a tuner onto the air duct where I had my CB, and it actually worked. Quite a few people in Hamilton could hear me on that. But I was just thinking that, depending on where his kitchen is and all that, in the apartment building, magnet mounts work really good on a fridge, but you don't leave them there, of course. Anyway, okay, 13 colonies. That was a lot of fun. Doing that, I did that for the better part of 2 days, and I have a clean sweep. So actually, the third morning, or no, the third day, I was on and off looking because I was missing one of the 13 colonies, and I got it on the last day. So anyway, that was a lot of fun there, Chuck. So I don't know who else did it. Maybe that can be a topic you can ask people. Anyway, back to you. Doing a great night as usual, and looking forward to this day in history and all the rest there. So VA3CJZ, V3BK.
All right, very good, Rick. Congratulations. I don't think I've ever gotten a clean sweep on the 13 colonies. There's always been um, uh, one or two stations I think that I just couldn't get. Or it's all about being on at the right time. And of course the band conditions being favorable. I mean, I've seen some calls that I just couldn't hear. So if I can't hear them, sure, can't. That means I can't make contact. So, but yeah, very good. And like I mentioned, I uploaded my logs for Canada Day, and so that was a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll see if anyone else that checks in or is on YouTube that participated in the 13 colonies and how they made out. Like I mentioned, I didn't, but I'd love to hear you guys if you did. So with that, Rick, thanks for checking in. You got anything else?
I have one more comment about Canada. I turned in a Canada a lot too, and somebody gave me a golf hotel for Golden Horseshoe. Well, guess what? They don't use that on Canada Day, so I had to change it to ON, Oscar November. Anyway, and
Yeah.
let's see, what did I get on the 13 colonies? There's 3 bonus stations. And the WN3PEN, I got that one okay. And but it was hard going getting Golf Bravo 13 colonies. That one I actually had to make sure I had my amplifier on for that one. And the guy in France, TM13COL colonies, yeah, he was doing digital. I never heard him on voice at all. So that was I didn't think I was gonna get them all, Chuck. But I just kept the watch on DX Cluster, and that was great help. Great help, the DX Cluster. So anyway, and if anybody doesn't know about that, yeah, I think Chuck knows all about it too. It's a great tool for ham radio. Anyway, back to you, Chuck. V3BK.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There, Rick. DX cluster is great because you don't have to spin that dial continuously to find stations there. You see them on the cluster and you go find them. So great stuff. Okay, Rick, thanks for your check in. And let's move over to Mac, VA3 IMW. Mac, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. VA3IMW with you. Geez, where do I start? I don't have anything to time out, so let's start from the top. Gorgeous day, absolutely beautiful day. Oh, by the way, I did remind Chris to throw in a plug for the net here tonight. So thankfully, there was other people there to help me straighten out my facts and figures. Sometimes, when I mention this net, I say, oh, yeah, it's on 446.430. And I'm thinking, that must have done somebody a great favor and just caused more confusion than not. Anyways, what else is going on? It's hump day, and we're looking forward to some trivia and on this day, of course. Just a side comment. I don't know if anybody's heard from Rick Jr. and can make any comment on how the family's doing, but we don't want to pry. They do need some time. Oh, geez, there was so much else I was going to say, and I'm just drawing a blank.
Oh, geez, really? And you only used up about a minute and change there, Mac. What's wrong? Not enough hot chocolate?
No. Actually, I just needed to take a breath, and yeah, my IT technician came and absconded with my work computer today, and said, we have to install Windows 11 on your machine, or else if it's not compatible, we'll have to get you a new computer. And I thought immediately of you. And I thought, oh my goodness, is my life going to become a living hell and nothing's going to work? And that's probably what the was my major upset. Number one, losing my computer because I still had stuff to do, but all of the stress and worry about becoming a CJZ Windows 11 victim. Anyways, how's your system working? You got all the bugs worked out?
Yeah, I think I pretty much got it there, Mac. There's a couple of things that this does that I don't like, and of course, like I said, I lost uh, Microsoft Word, and of course, I overcame that, and a couple of other little things, but the rest of the issues there with my sound and noise all has to do with cables, sound cards, and USB hubs. And so I think I fixed the buzz that I had last night on the ZOE repeater, and hopefully the audio is good tonight.
Well, the audio is definitely good tonight. It was strange though, because when you started on the air yesterday, everything was clean and clear and no problem. And then very gradually the hum came to visit you, and then it got worse. So somehow something was working okay, and then it wasn't, and then it really wasn't. But glad that you got it all worked out. And yeah, we'll keep you informed of any other strange things that we hear or see. But yeah, good for you. You're all set with Windows 11, and now with a release of Windows 12 in another 6 weeks, you're going to be a pro by the time you get that one installed.
6 weeks? What? Are you kidding?
Yes, I am.
That 6 weeks made me laugh.
You got me. Oh my God, I was starting to sweat there, Mac. Very good. Yeah, no, they want to force everyone into Windows 11 first and make some sales, and then they'll come out with the next one. So, uh, yeah. So, yeah. So they took your laptop, eh? So you when you get it back, it'll have 11 on it.
Actually, he brought it back a lot quicker than he said he would. He said he needed it for an hour and a half, but inside of an hour it was all done. And it seems that everything works, even the CAD software and all the rest of that stuff. So no issues connecting to anything. So I guess we'll have to see how a fresh reboot gives us any satisfaction tomorrow. But so far, so good. Machine's back to me working okay as far as everything I've tried. But yeah, we'll see. I haven't logged on to any of my customer web applications, and hoping that those things don't go sideways, because that could make lots of grief and misery and stuff like that. So, anyways, we're ready to rock and roll, I think. And anyways, I'll turn it back to you, and I don't want to delay us getting towards the trivia and all the other good stuff that you got all stocked up for us. Thanks for doing this one, Chuck, and don't forget to check in with me tomorrow night on 446.125
That's
in
right.
Simplex for the Lake Ontario Radio Clip Net.
All right, absolutely, Mac. Will do. And yeah, the thing is, when in the workplace, they probably have a system where they can mass install operating systems on mass, like I said, because I remember when we were taking a computer course, or I was at Trios College. There, they had us practice reinstalling Windows 10 over and over, and it was a breeze. They had everything on the mainframe, and the guy said, "Don't worry if you screw something up, you can't. I'll show you how to fix it." And so it was quick. So good for you. All right, Mac. Thanks again for all that. And if you got anything else, by all means, jump back in and break in. Okay, so with that, that clears my list. Let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
VA3 NFG.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Kilo Zulu.
All right, I heard three more stations there. We've got MHV, NFG, and Charlie Kilo Zulu. So let's bring in Mark, VA3 MHV. Mark, come on in. One half of the Home Depot twins.
Yeah, that's funny, Chuck. Good evening, Chuck, and all others on the net tonight. Not much going on here, Chuck. Just wanted to give you a beam for the pod. I'll be here for the duration. Enjoying a nice week. I booked vacay. Had quite a few personal appointments on the calendar. And when that happens, I usually look at it. If it's three or more, I take the week. So one has since dropped off. However, I'm just enjoying the rest of the week. Dog walks every day. Turn on the radio in the morning. Hunt a little POTA. I know conditions are not awesome, but at least I can make a few QSOs. And then again, another round in the evening, but maybe not this evening. That's about all I got, Chuck. I'll be here for the duration. And I'll turn it back to you. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Okay, Mark, very good. You're coming in great tonight. I think you're around 20 over, so or maybe better. Good job, and thanks for your check-in. And so let's move over to the other half of the Home Depot twins, VA3 November Foxtrot Golf. Steve, come on in.
VA3 NFG. I couldn't find the button. I'm trying out an earpiece, a microphone for this radio there, Chuck. How's it sound?
Oh, wow. It doesn't sound as loud as I thought it would, because the earpiece that comes with the Bofang radios, the microphones in those things are awesome. They're way louder than the radio itself for audio, and so this one here is a little bit more quieter. It actually sounds like you might be just talking on an HT far away. So, yeah. Where's the microphone for the earpiece? Is it on the string?
Yeah, I'm actually about 2
Okay.
inches away from it, Chuck. There is a
That's better.
gain setting in the radio that I haven't got to. So without the earpiece mic, I think I had the gain set at about 11. So it goes up to 30. So I don't know. Perhaps it needs to be turned up in order to be a little bit louder on this. But yeah, you're right. I would expect it to be pretty loud, or loud enough anyway.
Well, it is now. Well, that transmission, Steve, the audio did come up and sounded much better than your first key up there. You must have been just a little bit further away than you are now, because it seems to be working fine. But yeah, you should try it turn the gain up on the radio and see how well it does again. So why don't you do that, and you can come back and key up, and we'll give it a listen.
Yeah, okay, roger that. I will do that. But okay, very good. I'll send it right back to you then, Chuck, and I will return hopefully with louder audio.
Yeah, it's not bad now though, Steve. Like I said, if you talk close enough, it's good. But yeah, see what happens when you turn it up. Anyhow, great signal. Got you at about 30 over S9 here. So good spot where you are there now. And so we'll wait for you to come back in a bit there, Steve. Thanks.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. Yeah, the portable is just sitting on the table beside the chair here. I'm in the wicker lazy boy, just kicking it. So okay, we'll be back. VA3 NFG.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Steve. And so now let's bring in VA3, Charlie Kilo Zulu. Chris, I believe. Come on in, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck, and everybody out there. Have a good evening, I hope. Yeah, I just figured I'd give you a buzz, and I'm just sitting here burning some power on the FT8 stuff. Over.
Oh, yeah, FT8, eh? How you making out with that?
Actually, pretty good. It's actually doing all right. I'm not picking up too many stations, but the furthest one I've been able to hit is New York. Over.
Oh, that's awesome, Chris. I know I've tried it, but I had a hard time getting it set up and I got frustrated and said, the hell with that. And I wasn't hearing any responses to my calls on the FT8. So I said, you know what? We're going to put that on the back on the back burner for now, and I'll get back to it another time when I know how to set it up properly. But good for you. You know, it's something good to have in your arsenal, especially as we get down to the solar minimum, where voice on sideband is going to be tough, and so digital is the way to go. So good for you, Chris. Other than that, how's things going? All right.
Yeah, all good. We're doing some traveling shortly, and I'm away from the house, getting up north, and hopefully the weather's going to stay like it is. Been great so far. Back to you.
All right, very good. And I know we were supposed to get a bunch of rain today, but it just flew south of us, and so we didn't get what they promised us. So if your grass is not as green as you'd like, or your garden needing some water there, you're going to have to do it manually because it doesn't look like we're going to get much until probably Sunday now. So I know my front lawn is, I think there are weeds growing taller than the grass. Uh, and so the grass hasn't grown very much in a while. So, well, that's okay. Means I don't have to do it twice a week now. Anyhow, Chris, thanks for your check in, my friend. I appreciate you dropping by, and I wish you a great rest of the week. Do you have anything else for us?
I know, just gonna clear out for a while. I'll listen on while I'm playing with the FT8 here. Anyway, VA3CK's is that clear for now? Anyway, over to you.
All right, Chris. Thanks again. Have fun. Okay, so that clears my list. So let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check in to the weekly amateur radio exchange group. This is VA3 CJZ.
Contact.
VA3 NFG.
Okay, Steve, stand by. Contact. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chuck. I was trying as hard as possible to listen to Chris, and at this distance, it became clear he was off frequency. I think he's somewhere down around 146.420. perhaps he needs to really dial that VFO in. You probably didn't notice it because he's obviously a lot closer to you in the band width of FM. Probably doesn't make that much of a difference at your distance, but he was definitely off frequency, like I say, somewhere closer to .430 or 420.
Okay, appreciate it, Mac. I just cranked it up a bit. How is it now?
Go ahead, Mac.
I can't make that out.
Oh, really, eh? I thought there was an inversion going on because Chris sounded a bit fuzzy, but I didn't think anyone else was noticing there. So, Chris, are you dialed in on 146.430?
6430 as close as I can on this old box, Chuck. Yeah, it's a analog dial, eh? Over.
Okay. You might be overdriving your audio, maybe. That's why you're sounding a little fuzzy. If you like, you can go on the YouTube stream and you can listen to how you were sounding. I do have a clock on the YouTube stream that shows what time it is, and so it's 8:47 p.m. right now. But if you type in VA3CJZ into the YouTube search and look for AREG week 1660, or just look for us live, you'll be able to play it back. I guess around 8:45 p.m. You'll be able to hear yourself, and so maybe if you backed off the mic a little bit, it might not be as fuzzy. I don't know.
Okay. Over.
Yeah, Chris, I think you have something going on with your microphone cord. You might have a wire that's kind of broken off inside the mic cord at the plug. Because that last transmission, Chris, it was 99.5% I couldn't hear. I only heard 1% of that transmission. You completely died out with zero audio. Signal was there, but no audio. So I think you got issues with that mic cord. Maybe if you have another microphone, you could plug that in and try that.
Thank you. I'm going to give it a try. I just turned up the mic gain again and see how it's over.
Yeah, it's fuzzy. I don't know. The audio is nice and loud, but it's fuzzy. So either the radio's off frequency. I wonder if you went to and turned the dial to 146.440, if that would make a difference. But there's something going on there.
Okay, just crank the dial up to 146.440.
Aha! That is it. You were off by 10 there. So your radio needs to be set to 440 instead of 430. So your radio's a little bit off there, Chris. You're sounding great now.
Well, that's good to know. I not with this old box and the analog dial. It's kind of hard to actually get it completely set properly. Over.
All right. Well, I'm so glad that we figured it out, and now you know. You're just off by 10 here on 2 meters. So thanks again for checking in, Chris, and yeah, just remember that for next time, 440, and you'll be good to go.
Appreciate the help, guys. Thank you very much. VA3 CKZ. Over.
Oh yeah, that's so much better. All right, so I think Steve was on standby there. Come on in, Steve.
Okay, Chuck, VA3 NFG. So it was at either 10 or 11, I forget which one it was at. It's up to, I put it up another 10. So I don't know if that should make some kind of a difference. If it doesn't, then it looks like the mic gain is set at what it's set at for the earpiece. I don't know. Back to you, Chuck. The A3 NFG.
Yeah, well, it's a little tricky, Steve, because your signal went down, but the audio seems to have gone up a little bit. So I think it worked. It sounds good there.
Yeah, okay. I moved to a different corner of the deck here, so I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but
oh yeah, that's a good
anyway.
one.
Okay, well, let's carry on with it, Chuck. Maybe I'll put it up to 30 to see what we get at the end of the A3 NFG.
All right, Steve, it sounds much better now. I think you're up to like 50 or 40 over S9. So that's the sweet spot right there. And the audio sounds great. Yeah, go ahead and turn it up more if you want, and we'll let you know. Okay, so that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
Okay, I'm not sure if that was Victor Echo or Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Mike, November. Come on in.
Thanks, Chuck. It is Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November. Name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango. Long time listener, first time caller, just licensed as of 2 days ago, and was looking forward to checking into your net tonight.
Oh, very good, Matt. Nice to meet you finally, and congratulations. It's I didn't want to say the name that was up when I called you in because it comes up as Shirley. Uh, so that's obviously the previous owner of that call sign. So when you get a chance to get into QRZ and change that in there, every time somebody looks up your call sign, they won't call you Shirley. But anyhow, again, congratulations. And whereabouts are you located, Matt?
Roger that, Chuck. I am working on that right now. Just got that call sign adjusted to be a silent key, unfortunately, but fortunately for me. So I'm going to work on that. But I'm in Hamilton on the East Mountain, not too far from our friend Larry, LBI.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you must be right above me because you're coming in full strength here. Great signal. Are you on a handheld?
I'm on a base station, but it is a mobile unit. It's a QYT radio, nothing too fancy, but it's doing the job for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing a good job. Yeah, you don't need to have a big fancy radio to get out. That's for sure. And you're doing the trip there. So let's see how you're doing on the West Mountain, one of the furthest stations up there on the hill. Maybe Mac can give you a radio check there. Matt, just stand by. VA3IMW, you there?
I have no other place to go, Chuck, on a perfectly wonderful Wednesday night. And yes, I was staring at the meter, and I saw it slide all the way up to an S9. So very good, Matt, with an MATT. This is Mac, MAC, and the call sign is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the club, habit, or whatever you want to call it, obsession.
Right on, and thank you guys very much. Definitely recognize some call signs. Like I said, long-time listener. You may recognize the call sign Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Papa November. Good friend of mine who finally, after many years of kind of being in the background has convinced me to get licensed and helped me make it happen. So here I am.
All right, very good. Well, like I said, again, welcome to the hobby. There's lots to do, lots of people to listen to say hi to, and so on. And as you're already a longtime listener, now you've got the certificate to go full out. So hope you really enjoy the hobby there, Matt. So thanks again. Anything else for us?
No, that's it for tonight. You carry on, and Mac and Chuck, both thank you very much. Everyone else on frequency 73, and have a great night.
All right, will do. Same to you, Matt. So with that, let's do another quick call out, and then we've got a couple of contests. Actually, not much going on here. We've got the IARU HF World Championship, and that's for CW and phone. And it starts at 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And that starts at 1200 Zulu, July 12th to 1200 Zulu, July 13th. The IARU HF World Championship should be the band should be pretty packed with those guys. That's the only side band contest there is. But it may give a chance for those of you doing POTA to get out there and not be too hampered by the bands being stacked up. And so after that, we've got the what do we got? The SKCC Weekend Sprintathon, and that's always CW, and that starts at 6 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Again, for CW. And that's it for contests. If you want any information on upcoming contests and that, just open up your web browser and type in contestcalendar.com. All right. Anyone else out there wishing to check in with us here on the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group, please come now. Okay. So, I'm going to have to minimize this and get the windows to line up here. So give me a moment. We're going to do a little bit of trivia. And this one is called Random Fun Facts That'll Make You the Hit of Every Party. Okay, unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a multiple answer trivia for you tonight. This is just some general trivia, but hopefully we can have some fun with it. And so let me bring it up again here. Random fun facts that'll make you the hit of every party. And let's start off with chainsaws. Chainsaws were first invented for childbirth, believe it or not. They were developed in Scotland in the late 18th century to help aid and speed up the process of symphysiotomy, the widening of the pubic cartilage, and for the removal of disease-laden bone during childbirth. Yeah, can you believe that there, Coach? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'd be scared as hell. The kid would just fly out once I'd see a chainsaw. If I was a woman, that is. All right. Who else knows about this one? The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimeters taller during the summer. That's due to thermal expansion, meaning the iron heats up and the particles gain kinetic energy and take up more space. So what's 15 centimeters? That's about what, 4 inches, I think? That's crazy. Now, who like? Anyways, it's a wonder how people come up with these stupid little facts. I'll tell you.
6 inches, Chuck.
Well, that's what she said. All right, very good. All right. Who else knows this one? Australia. The continent of Australia is actually wider than the moon. The moon is 3,400 kilometers in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometers. So there you go. And apparently, they installed seismic sensors on the moon. And when they took off from the moon, they crash landed or deorbited the LEM. And when he crashed into the moon, the sensors picked up the moon ringing like a bell for like an hour. And so they did it once more, and it rang for 3 solid hours nonstop, like a gong, they say. And so, of course, all the conspiracy theories come out about the moon being an artificial satellite, how it's hollow and it's an actual alien ship or a base inside the moon. And it's funny because the moon doesn't spin, right? We never get to see the far side of the moon. It is what they call tidal locked. So, pretty neat stuff. Yeah, way to go, Wade.
And since it has no atmosphere, there's nothing to dampen the resonance of the solid mass. So when you impact it, it's going to vibrate at its normal resonant frequency.
Ah, yeah, I forget what it is now. Everything has resonance. Um, Everything vibrates pretty much. And so they're saying there's a magic number for it's in the 400 uh, kilohertz. Kilohertz or megahertz? That there's a magic number there. I don't know what it is, but I'll look it up for some other time. Thanks for that, Mac. All right, so everyone knows the human body can heal itself. You know, when you get a wound, you heal yourself, and you cut your hair, it grows, so on. Now, what's the only part of the body that does not heal itself?
The tooth. VA3WPG.
Hey, there he is. VA3WPG, you get a slice of the pie. It is, in factually, human teeth. Human teeth are the only part of the body that cannot heal themselves, and that's because teeth are coated in enamel, which is not a living tissue. Great job there, Chris.
Yay.
And Wade said the brain. So, no, apparently it can heal itself. All right. It's illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. It's considered animal abuse because they're social beings and they get lonely. And I believe that. But I would advise you to get one that's the same sex because rodents do populate quite often and a lot. So, yeah, being as I raised rats in my younger years, I found out the hard way that especially when they give birth and the male is still in the same cage, they will kill the babies or eat them, and so the female will get in heat again, and the cycle continues. So yeah, you got to separate them or get them the same sex. Oh, geez, I got the next one here for Bill. Too bad VE3IUK is out of town, but listen to this one. The ancient Romans used to drop a piece of toast into their wine for good health. Hence, this is why we raise a toast. Get it? All right. Does anyone know where the heart of a shrimp is located? Where is a shrimp's heart? The shrimp's heart is located in its head. They also have an open circulatory system, which means they have no arteries and their organs float directly in blood. They do taste good with butter, though. And we've all heard about people singing in the shower. Well, apparently, people are more creative in the shower. When we take a warm shower, we experience an increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. Huh. All right. Which planet spins clockwise? Does anyone know?
Depends on whether you're looking from the bottom or the top.
You're funny. Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise. The rest of us spin counterclockwise. It travels around the sun once every 225 Earth days, but it rotates clockwise once every 243 days.
VE3 LBI.
There he is. You're a little bit late, but hey, Larry, come on in. How are you?
I'm doing good. I tried to check in via YouTube, but for some reason it didn't send a message way earlier. Probably like, I don't know, 5 after 8. For some reason it didn't send a message. So I'm here now. Listen along.
All right, Larry. What's new with you?
Not too much. Same old right now. A few more days before the wife goes back and sees the doctor, so we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too nosy, but was she sick or did have a procedure done or what?
Oh, no, she had a full knee replacement back on June the 1st. So I've been doing double duty, plus a dog.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me, Larry, if you or anybody listening who have dogs that know someone who has puppies, they either want to sell for dirt cheap or even give away free, that would be great to let me know because I'm in the market to get another little puppy.
Well, I don't know anybody offhand right now. Quite often you see them on the, what I'm trying to think what was on Marketplace, but I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I can't remember the last time I saw a couple on there. But if you actually search Marketplace, there's quite a few sometimes that go on there. And again, you can kind of keep an eye on what the breeds are.
Oh, I never thought of looking on Marketplace there for that. But all right, Larry, thanks. Just thought I'd mention it because, people who have dogs know other people who have dogs and so on. And they tend to have babies. So I'm in no rush, you know. Uh, so if anybody hears about it, let me know. All right, Larry, thanks for checking in, sir. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a cost to adopt one now from, I call it the pound still, but you know what I'm talking about, the SPCA or whatever? Is there a cost to do adoption?
They charge for everything.
Yeah. I don't think they let a dog go unless it's been spayed or neutered and has all its shots and this and that and the other thing. So you're looking at like, I don't know, $500 to get one from them. But they do have a compassionate fees for people who are low income. So I haven't really looked into it, but I think I might be giving them a call just to get some information from them.
Yeah, you might give that a try. I don't know. It's been a long time, and most of ours, they came from breeders. So yeah, I didn't know whether they were charging or not. I know sometimes they get oversupplied with animals, cats and dogs. So anyways, yeah, you should check it out just to see. But I think you can still. You know what, Chuck? I'm not sure if you can look on Marketplace anymore. There was some stink about it, and I don't know whether
Yeah.
they banned it or not. Selling live animals on there. Give it a try, anyways, just for a shot. See if you can do find anything on there for any animals or like a dog or something. But I can't remember now. There was some stink about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if they can arrange a compassionate fee for a senior citizen there that's on low income, that would be great because, I'd like to get it fixed. I would like to get it, all their shots, and of course they deworm them, they deflea them, and all that stuff before they hand them over to you after you've passed all the proper questionnaire and they feel good about you adopting one of their animals. So yeah, I remember, Larry. I remember before when they were still building the Eastgate Square, it was almost finished. And every Sunday, like nothing was open on Sundays back then. So every Sunday they had a flea market inside the Eastgate Square, the main entrance there. And me and my buddy would go out to farms out in Stony Creek and pick up free puppies. Farmers having litters, they just gave them away. So me and my buddy would stand out front of the entrance to Eastgate there, and we'd have puppies in our hands, and of course, all the ladies loved it, and yeah, we'd sell them for cigarette money, and but maybe that'd be a place to look in the newspaper.
Yeah, 'cause I'm just looking on Marketplace now, Chuck. There is a few on there. I'm not sure what you're looking for, but I just put in the word puppies to see what was there, and there is a few. A lot of them have shoes, puppy shoes or whatever. But yeah, you might want to check there. There is some stuff here. I'm just looking around one here now. 20 rescued puppies. Anyways, yeah, do check and see if you can find something.
Yeah. Okay. And Steel City Coach here on the YouTube stream is saying 500 is a really good price, especially with the first round of shots. And they also do cheap fixing if you've got a pet. They'll do that too. So, yeah, I do remember hearing about them not charging as much for people on low income. So I'll have to look into that. But thanks, Larry.
Yeah, okay, no problem. All right, I'll let you carry on. Like I said, I tried to check in through via YouTube. I sent the message, but I guess it didn't go through. All right, I'll pass it back to you and carry on with I'm not sure what you're up to. Anyways, I'll listen along.
All right, we're doing some random fun facts that'll make you a hit at every party. So we just finished Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise. And now I'll have to tell my wife about this next one because she uses a ton of this stuff. Nutmeg is a hallucinogen. Hallucinogen. There you go. The spice contains myristicin, a natural compound that has mind-altering effects if ingested in large doses. So don't go snorting it, but apparently nutmeg is a hallucinogen. There you go. I don't know why I can't say that right.
Just have some magic mushroom tea and you'll be able to pronounce it properly.
Okay, Max, since you keyed up, this next one is just for you. A chef's hat has 100 pleats. Do you know what that means?
It's wrinkled.
But there's a reason that it has 100 pleats in the hat. And I'll tell you. Apparently, it's meant to represent the 100 ways you can cook an egg. I wonder if Gordon Ramsay knows that. Probably does.
And he can describe it with 100 different swear words.
Yeah. Well, a good chef can cook eggs many ways. So there you go. I wonder if that includes making pancakes with it or something. I don't know. But that's interesting, eh? 100. Wow.
The big favorite over here lately has been the homemade quiche. From any of your freezer aisles, you can get a pre-made pie crust, half a dozen to 8 eggs, and any vegetables that you might have lingering in the fridge that are going off. Add in a little bit of chopped bacon or ham or whatever else. Any assortment of cheese, throw it in the oven, and you're a superstar.
Oh, yeah. Cast iron pan, quiche in the oven. That's great. And Noel here types in Gordon Ramsay can't cook scrambled eggs. Well, listen, I think Gordon Ramsay probably refuses to cook scrambled eggs. Oh, they're mostly raw. Yeah. He's got videos on how to cook quick and easy stuff on YouTube there. I found them a couple times. All right. The Japanese word kuchi zamishi is the act of eating when you're not hungry because your mouth is lonely. uh, kuchi zamishi. We do this all the time. All right. There's only one letter that doesn't appear in any American state name. Can you guess it? One letter that does not appear in any state name. All right. Wade got it right. It is, in fact, Q. And Coach got it in there, too. There's a Z in Arizona and an X in Texas, but no Q in any of them. So basically, I guess what they're saying is Z is the only state is Arizona, and X is the only state that has an X in it is Texas. All right. Does anyone know who currently holds the most Academy Awards? Now think about it. Movies have been made for a long time. And can you guess who would have the most Academy Awards? Walt Disney currently holds the most Academy Awards. Disney won 26 Oscars over the course of his career and was nominated 59 times. Way to go, Wade. I think you answered just as I was given my answer. So good job. Now, there's a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding. It's called POTE. and it's native to Central and South America. Apparently, it tastes like chocolate and sweet custard. Hmm. Did you guys know that Queen Elizabeth was in the army during World War II? Queen Elizabeth II was a trained mechanic. When she was 16, the Queen joined the British Employment Agency at the Labor Exchange and learned the basics of truck repair. There you go.
That explains why she loved to drive her Land Rover.
Did you say mechanic or a specific type of mechanic?
Truck mechanic.
Truck. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeeps and military trucks is because back then that was mainly most of the vehicles that were being produced at the time because of the need for them for the war. So, but she learned this trade when she was 16. So she was already trained when she did it for the military. All right. M&Ms. Does anybody know why they're called M&Ms? All right. M&Ms are named after the businessmen who created them. But what do the M's stand for? Well, the first one is Forrest Mars, and the second is Bruce Murray. So there you go, M&Ms. Did not know that.
VA3WPG. I was going to say it probably stands for their names. What their names are, I don't know, but it's probably related to their names.
Yeah, good deduction. All right, so get this. The actors who voiced Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse got married in real life. Russi, Russi, Russi Taylor was Minnie, and Wayne Allwyn was Mickey, and they tied the knot in 1991.
That's very interesting, Chuck.
All right, funny. All right, did you know you can hear a blue whale's heartbeat from over 2 miles away? Blue whales weigh an average of between 130,000 and 150,000 kilograms. So for Larry, that'd be around 300,000 pounds, or that'd be 150 tons. With their hearts weighing roughly 180 kilograms or 400 pounds.
Tonight's theme is resonance. This question is brought to you by Underwater Resonance.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hope he doesn't eat beans.
Yeah, don't get me started on. There's another fun fact that I don't have with me tonight, but I'll bring it up another time. And it involves the reproductive system, but we won't go there, of a blue whale. All right. So we'll finish up with one last one before I go to on this day. Yeah, how many gallons? Yeah, quite a bit. Uh, no. Anyways, let's do this one. The last letter added to the English alphabet was the letter J. The letter dates back to the year 1524, and before that, the letter I was used for both I and J sounds. And that's in the English language. Very interesting. All right. One more. No, two more. These are great. Okay. ketchup. Ketchup was once sold as medicine. The condiment was prescribed and sold to people suffering from indigestion back in 1834. Can you imagine walking into the pharmacy with a prescription for ketchup?
Can I have a hot dog on the side?
Yeah, I wonder if it comes with a hot dog. Yeah, you ask your doctor. Make sure you include a hot dog in that prescription. All right. Listen, does anyone know what the longest distance that you can walk? Not in one day, but in total, the length, the distance. How far is the world's longest walking distance? Well, without using any, boats, planes, rafts, or skidoos, you can walk from Magadan in Russia to Cape Town in South Africa, and that's 14,000 miles distance. And it requires no flying or sailing, just bridges and open roads. So you can walk from this place in Magadan in Russia to Cape Town, South Africa. That's quite the walk. Where's Vern?
He's only halfway there.
I bet you Wade could do it in half the time riding his bike.
Yeah. Geez, I wonder how far. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could do it by bike too. All right, here's another interesting, fun fact. All the clocks in the Pulp Fiction movie are set to 4:20. Every scene that has a clock is set to 4:20. And then it says, "Looks like we're going to have to rewatch the film to prove it." All right. Okay, so does anyone last one here? Does anyone know what a jiffy is?
Peanut butter.
Short amount of time.
Look at the big brain on Brad. Sorry, Chris. That is excellent. A jiffy is an actual unit of time, and it's 1/100th of a second. I'll be there in a jiffy.
That's what I was referring to.
Oh, I knew what you meant there, Chris. Very good. So yeah, a jiffy is a actual unit of time, 1/100th of a second. All right, well that's it for tonight's trivia. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So with that, before we carry on, let's see if there's anyone else out there listening that would like to check into our net here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. All right, so I guess we'll move on to on this day. And we're at week 230 for on this day. We'll start way back in 1819. And Elias Howe was born. He was an American inventor who invented the sewing machine. And he was born in Spencer, Massachusetts. Elias Howe. I thought it would be Singer or something like that, but no. This next one has a trophy named after him, Clarence Campbell. He was born in 1905 on this day and passed away in 1984. He's a Canadian ice hockey executive. He was the president of the NHL from 1946 to 1977. Born in Fleming, Saskatchewan. A shake. A shake is 10 nanoseconds and used in nuclear physics. A shake is a unit of time also there, Wade?
Shake of a lamb's tail.
There you go. Yeah, it must be. Wade says it is. There you go. If Wade says so, then I believe it. All right. Okay, so let's move on to Red Kelly, another hockey player. Born on this day, 1927. Red Kelly was a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame center and coach and politician. Toronto Maple Leafs, he was with, born in Simcoe, and he died in 2019. In 1942, Richard Roundtree was born. He's an American actor. You might remember him from the movie Shaft or the series Shaft. And he was born in New York and died in 2023. Richard Roundtree. I think he was also in some B martial arts movies. Born on this day in 1946, Ronald, or as he's better known as Bon Scott, his real name is Ronald, I just found out today. And he is a Scottish Australian rock lead singer and lyricist for AC/DC. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. And he was born in Forfar, Scotland. And of course, he passed away in 1980.
Didn't know that real name bit, TIL.
Yeah, you learn some interesting stuff here on the AREG net, so that's what I'm here for. All right, next we've got a drummer for Jimi Hendrix. Born in 1947, John or Mitch Mitchell. He was a British drummer for the Jimi Hendrix Experience, and he was born in Middlesex, England. Died in 2008. Sticking with 1947, next is O.J. Simpson. That's all I'm going to say about him. He passed away last year, 2024. (1952). Entertainment Tonight's John Tesh was born on this day in 1952, an American TV host with Entertainment Tonight, also considered a New Age pianist, and he was born in Garden City, New York. Born in 1954 is Debbie Sledge, American vocalist with Sister Sledge. You might remember the song We Are Family. And she was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tom Hanks turns 69 today. Born in 1956. Of course, he's a famous American actor. Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, that movie where he had the ball called Wilson. And he was born in Concord, California.
Castaway.
That's it. Wilson, where are you? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to 1959, and we have Jim Kerr, a Scottish rock singer songwriter with Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me. Born in Glasgow, Scotland. Also born in 1959, Kevin Nash, an American pro wrestler. Man, he's got all kinds of awards. WWF Triple Crown, 21 times in the WWF, WCW, TNA. He's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Born in Detroit, Michigan. Kevin Nash. big guy, big man. Courtney Love turns 61 years old today. I just found out she's around 3 years older than Kurt Cobain. She was born in 1964 on this day and is considered an American musician and actress. She was in the movie The People versus Larry Flint, the Penthouse editor. Born in San Francisco, California. I think I even saw that movie.
BA3 WPG. She's also the singer for the band Hole, which reminds me, it's been a while since I listened to that, so I'm going to have to listen to that soon. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, that's right. It says here Hole. I was wondering what that meant. HOLE. That's the name of the band.
It's been a while since I listened to that. Good reminder. Going to have to listen to that later.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks for filling us in on the band's name there. Next, we got another musician you might like there, Chris. Born in 1965, Frank Bello. He's an American heavy metal bassist with Anthrax. He doesn't have the disease, but that's the name of the band. Born in the Bronx, New York.
Yeah, remember the big four: Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, and Megadeth. Anthrax is my least favorite of them, but I am well familiar with who they are, yes.
I thought you might know that. Okay, all right. Where are we now? 1971. Mark Andreessen, an American software developer, co-author of Mosaic, and co-owner of Netscape. Remember Netscape? He was born in Cedar Falls, Iowa. God, it's been years. I used to use Netscape, I think, after I bought my first computer, as well as Corel. All right. Can you believe it? Fred Savage is 49 years old today. Born in 1976. He's an American actor. He was on The Wonder Years as Kevin. He was in The Princess Bride, The Grinder. He's also a director. He directed Two Broke Girls and Modern Family, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Interesting. Born in Chicago, Illinois. Fred Savage. All right, last one. Born on this day, 1984, Jacob Hogard, a Canadian singer for Headley. Born in Surrey, British Columbia. I guess I would make him 41 today. All right, that's it for people born on this day. Any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now. All right. Who died today in history, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. In the year 1880, on this day, Paul Broca died. He was a French brain surgeon and anthropologist, and he located the speech center in the brain. I don't know if you've seen things on TV, but when they do brain surgery, you're usually awake. So I'm sure he poked and prodded a bunch of people with their skulls open until he found which part of the brain is responsible for speech. And he found it. I don't know in what year, but he was born in 1880. Died when he was 56 years old, 56 years later. So there you go.
P3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Did you feel that? Did you feel that?
Yes, exactly there, Chris. Exactly. And VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, I just got back. I'm sorry I missed some of your net, but I was talking to Reg and he says hello. So I was talking to Reg on the new teams.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since I've heard Reg on the radio. So very good. Well, thank you for that, Rick.
Yeah, he's back from Indonesia, and he's been running the tech Friday night. So yeah, you can always check in there, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway, go back to it there, Chuck. Sorry I missed it. B3 PK.
All right, Rick, not a problem. You can always listen to it back on the YouTube stream and catch up on what you missed. So we're at the who died today in history, and we're at number 2, and that is Mr. King C. Gillette. And I have to make a correction. The first guy, Paul Broca, he died in 1880. So uh, when I said he was born in 1880, that was wrong. So next is King C. Gillette, just like the razor. He was born in 1855, but died on this day in 1932. He's an American businessman and inventor of the inexpensive and disposable safety razor blades. Dies at the age of 77. And if you're wondering what the C stands for, it stands for camp. His full name is King Camp Gillette. Boy, in the old days, they had some weird names, I'll tell you. Those safety razors, my dad used to shave with them. Yours probably did too. That's the razor where you unscrew the bottom and it opens up, and you drop in a thin razor blade in there. Uh, those were actually super popular during World War One. Every soldier was given one in their kits, and the guy made a fortune with those. But there you have it. I actually have one in my in the bathroom, and first time I use it, I cut myself with it. Sure, they're called safety razors, but I don't know. They're made with stamped steel. All right. Next, the founder of Narcotics Anonymous is Jimmy Kinnan. He died on this day, 1985. A Scottish founder of Narcotics Anonymous. And that's it for famous people who died on this day. And again, any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now. Hey, there he is. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo, Foxtrot. A little noisy coming in there, Vern, but come on in. Oh boy, that was a rough one. I wonder if I can get a relay for that.
He was apologizing for being away from the net, but he was just identifying that he was back and listening.
All right, very good, Vern. I will put you in the log right now before I forget. And thanks again, Vern. You can always hear the net on YouTube if you like. And but thanks again for your check-in, sir. Have a great rest of the evening.
Thank you, Chuck.
What was that, Mac? Okay, it's a little rough tonight, Vern. I wonder if it's the conditions or you're on a different path than usual.
I am definitely thanks for doing it, Chuck. 73.
All right, that was the best transmission so far. Thanks, Vern. All right, let's get back to it now, and we're going to move on to today's historical events. And we go to the year 1401, and Tamerlane destroys Baghdad. Turco-Mongol ruler Tamerlane destroys Baghdad, killing 20,000 people. He was 200 years after Genghis Khan and his son ruled the Mongolian Empire, and Tamerlane was just as vicious and brutal as those guys. That was the year 1401. All right, next we go to Canada or France or both. In 1536, French navigator Jacques Cartier returns to Saint Malo, France, from his exploration of what is now Canada. And on this day in 1776, that year might sound familiar, the United States Declaration of Independence is read to George Washington's troops in New York. In 1810, Napoleon Bonaparte annexes the Kingdom of Holland as part of the First French Empire. Yeah, wow. Okay, and then in 1846, Captain John B. Montgomery claims Yerba Buena, which is now called San Francisco, for the United States. Captain John claims Yerba Buena for the U.S. All right, in 1852, fire destroys 1,100 construction sites in Montreal, Canada. You have to remember this is before everything was built with steel. All those wooden structures eventually all burned, but 1,100 in one fire, that's a lot. Did you know that the Royal Connaught Hotel was the very first building in Hamilton to use steel for its framing? I used to work there, and that's just one of the little history facts. The very first building in Hamilton to use steel for its frame. All right, the year is 1877. We have the first Wimbledon Tennis Championship. Since this is Wimbledon week, the first official lawn tennis tournament begins featuring men's singles only. And get this, the prize money was $48 million. That's in 1877. That's crazy. Okay, let's go back to surgery now. In 1893, surgeon Daniel Hale Williams performs the first successful open heart surgery when he repairs the torn pericardium of knife wound patient James Cornish without the use of penicillin or a blood transfusion. In 1910, Walter Brookins, flying a Wright brothers biplane over Atlantic City, New Jersey, becomes the first to fly an airplane to an altitude of 1 mile. Actually, he reached 6,175 feet, which is 1.169 miles. In 1918, 101 people are killed and 171 injured in the worst U.S. train wreck in Nashville, Tennessee. All right, this next one is in 1932. The Washington Redskins, then they were called the Boston Braves, but they became the Washington Redskins on this day, 1932. Now, I had to research this, and I asked, with all these people being offended by everything, probably none of them were native, but nonetheless, the white folks decided they didn't like the name Redskins. So Yes, the Washington Redskins did change their name. The team was known as the Washington Redskins until 2020, when they retired the name and logo due to pressure related to the name's offensiveness to Native Americans. They then played as the Washington football team for 2 seasons before rebranding as the Washington Commanders in 2022. Wow, I guess I haven't watched football in a while.
Just like the Dixie Chicks renamed their band name the Chicks, and Lady Antebellum renamed her band Lady A because it's offensive.
Yeah, to white people. Anyways, uh, all right. In 1947, we have the engagement of Britain's Princess Elizabeth II and Lieutenant Philip Mountbatten. 1947, they were engaged. And then in 1955, Bill Haley and his Comets' Rock Around the Clock tops the Billboard chart as one of the best selling singles ever. One year later, 1956, Dick Clark's first appearance as host of American Bandstand. On this day, 1956. 1968, Wilt Chamberlain becomes the first reigning NBA most valuable player to be traded the next season when he moves from Pennsylvania 76ers to the LA Lakers. The greatest of all time, Wilt Chamberlain. Wow, I forget. Maybe Wade can let me know. When did Voyager 1 and 2 get launched? Because it says here on this day, 1979, Voyager 2 flies past Jupiter, and Jupiter is pretty far out there. Early 70s. Okay, thanks, Wade. All right, Nintendo. In 1981, Nintendo releases arcade game. I won't say it, I'll ask. What did Nintendo release in 1981?
The original NES system? No, that's too early.
No, the arcade game itself. Donkey Kong. Nintendo releases Donkey Kong, created by Shigeru Miyamoto in Japan. And it was released in July 31st in the United States. So it was probably released in Japan first. All right. The most vicious drug trafficker in the world was a Colombian named Griselda Blanco. In 1985, Colombian drug trafficker Griselda Blanco, convicted in New York of manufacturing, smuggling, and distributing cocaine, is sentenced to 15 years. Now, he also got she also got charged afterwards with more crimes and given more time. But in 2004, in light of her frail health, she was granted compassionate release from prison in the United States and deported back to Colombia. She was later shot and killed in Colombia, I think in 2012. There's a movie about her. I think you might find it on Netflix. All right. Next one is Kim Basinger. In 1992, Kim gets the 1,959th star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame. I've been there. I've seen a lot of the stars there on the sidewalk on Hollywood Boulevard. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I also saw the handprints of many old time stars in front of the Grauman's Chinese Theater back when they used to put their handprints in the cement as well. So there are 2,763 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as of July 10th, 2025. What? That's tomorrow. According to the Hollywood Walk of Fame Wikipedia page, these stars are embedded in the sidewalks along Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street. In 1995, Jerry Garcia's unexpected final concert with the Grateful Dead takes place at Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. What happened after, you might ask? Well, after the show finished with Box of Rain song, there were no announcements, no goodbyes, just the end of another show. A month later, on August 9th, 1995, Garcia died of a heart attack at a drug rehabilitation facility in Forest Knolls, California. Did anybody ever go to the concert that was here in Hamilton back in the early 90s? 92, 91, I forget now. I was busy working security at the Royal Canal Hotel at the time. Boy, what a night that was. All right, in 2018, they found that bright pink is the world's oldest biological color, according to scientists. It's produced by tiny cyanobacteria in 1.1 billion year old marine shale rock from the Taoudeni Basin, Mauritania. The oldest natural color. Huh. And on this day in 2018, 4 more boys are rescued from the Tham Luang Nang Non cave in Thailand after being trapped there with 8 others and their coach for 17 days by monsoon flooding. And there's a movie out about that too. That was pretty good. It was touch and go. They didn't think they could get them all out alive, but they did. Sorry for a spoiler alert. On this day in 2021, Death Valley, California, hits a temperature of 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is 54.4 Celsius. It is the highest temperature ever recorded on Earth. And also in 2021, June of 2021 is declared the hottest June ever recorded in the U.S. in 127 years, with an average temperature of 72.6 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4.2 degrees above average. So the average global, U.S. temperature was around 68 degrees. Yeah, that's the average. All right, so it looks like we're at the end. Cutting it close, but we still have time to do a final round. Before I do, is there anyone listening who would like to check in to the net? Please come now. All right, let's see if Noel is by his radio. If not, you can let us know on the stream. VE3 KDT. All right, let's go to Chris, VA3 WPG.
VA3 WPG, ain't nothing fun happened since last time, so 73 everybody, have a good one, and guess I'll be pulling my antennas down tomorrow, so we'll catch you on the repeater nets, and I'll get back to the Simplex Net, so whenever. VA3 WPG.
All right. Do you have your handheld nearby, Chris?
I do.
How about we do a test and see if I can hear you on Simplex here on your handy talkie?
Yeah, it's in my hand right now. I'm just flipping over to Simplex. What I do know is Rick there, BK was saying. Hold on. My alarm switching to night mode. I do have a SMA with a little magnet mount. The magnet is like the size of a toonie, and it's like the size of a car antenna. If I can get this thing, you know what? Take the next 73 and come back to me right after. And while you're taking the next one, I'll get this into Simplex on 430 here.
Okay, Chris, sounds good. Let's try Wade. VA3 NCA. Wade, come on in.
VA3 CJZ, VA3 NCA. Yeah, thanks again there, Chuck, for doing another one. Always pleasant. Just had to correct myself there. I somehow thought, it felt to me like it should have been early 70s, but it is 77 they launched them. And looking into it a bit, I had to look it up, but looking into it a bit, it's interesting as well because they sent Voyager 2 a couple weeks before they sent Voyager 1. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess the reason was due to their different missions. One had to visit different places on the solar system on its way out, and so whatever the map said suggested that they had to launch 2 first, so they went ahead and did that. So yeah, anyways, interesting stuff, and always an interesting net, Chuck. Thanks for doing it as always. I'll say 7-3 to you and to everybody, and send it back via 3NCA.
All right, very good. So if I'm not mistaken, I think 79 I said when it flew past Jupiter. So that's still almost a couple of years just to get there.
Yeah, what was it Douglas Adams said? Space is big, unbelievable. I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact quote, but unbelievable big. You may think it's a long way down to the chemist down the street, but space is that much bigger. With apologies to Douglas Adams and Hitchhiker's Guide because I murdered that quote, but it's something along those lines.
Oh man, I love the audio book for jeez, what's the title again? I'm drawing a blank. I'm getting a senior moment there. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's it.
Yeah, that was a funny book series and a funny show. Sort of a mad sense of humor there by Douglas Adams, but it was pretty good. The Vogon poetry was pretty good too, where they said the Vogon ships hung in the air much the same way that bricks don't.
Yeah, the British have sometimes a good sense of humor.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, thanks so much there, Chuck. I'm sure that Chris has got his HT set up there. I'll say 7-3 and send it back. Thanks for doing it. VA3NCA.
All right, Wade. Thanks for all that, and of course, always a pleasure to have you participate with us on the YouTube stream. So let's see if Chris is back.
Yes, VA3 WPG. I was actually standing with the handheld by the window.
Chris, did you say you were on the handheld right now?
No, I had the handheld by the window. I was listening in. Wade was scratchy, and I had no copy on you, so I am back on the normal radio now. I couldn't hear you at all, even with the squelch right off.
Okay, very good. Well, it was worth a try. Anyhow, thanks, Chris. Have a great rest of the evening, and we'll talk to you down the log there. Good luck. Next, let's bring in Rick, VE3BK. Rick, are you there?
Yeah, how you doing there, Chuck? Anyway, I need a copy on this one, over.
Sounds like you're moving the microphone cord there. It's very loud scratchiness, but bring it back.
Okay, it was loose, I think, on the radio. Anyway, I'm on my Magnum mount. It's in the hallway on the furnace duct. So there you go. Anyway, you probably copy me okay there. I don't know if everybody else is, but you are. B3 weekend.
Oh yeah, I think you're almost the same as your first radio there, Rick. So you're just pounding in here. We're not that far apart.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, but everybody forgets the other side of your antenna is your ground. And in this case, my whole furnace and all the furnace duct system is part of the antenna. So that's working pretty good. Anyway, 73, round 73 to everybody on there listening, if you can hear me. And good job there, Chuck. Keep up the good work. B3, Bravo, kilowatt.
All right, Rick. Thanks. Much appreciated. And of course, we always look forward to checking in with you Monday nights on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net on 7.100 at 8 p.m. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you again soon, Rick. And I appreciate the emails you send me. Let's go to Mac, VA3IMW.
Well, thanks so much, Chuck, for a very entertaining evening. No better way that like-minded individuals can spend hump day and break up the week. 7-3s for the time being, and we'll be looking forward to hearing from you all tomorrow night on 446.125 at 7 p.m. 7-3s.
Okay, Mac. I know we're keeping you up past your bedtime, but thanks anyways. Much appreciated, sir. And we'll be sure to check in with you tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the Simplex frequency of 446.125. And you will also be streaming that on YouTube. So there you go. All right. So let me go back to my list here. And next is Albert. Thanks for checking in, Albert. VA3BT. And also Wayne in Mississauga, Wayne B, VA3FMB, as well as my cousin Guy in Ottawa. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube stream. Much appreciated. And let's send it over to Mark now, the one half of the Home Depot twins, VA3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Yeah, still here, Chuck. Thanks again for doing it. Very enjoyable as always. I'll say 7-3 to everybody. Everyone have a good rest of the week. And same bad time, same bad channel. We'll be back. So, VA3 CJZ, VA3 Mike Hotel Victor. 7-3, everyone.
All right, Mark. Thanks a bunch. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of the week. Let's go to Steve now, VA3NFG. You there, Steve?
Yeah, go ahead there, Chuck. Good net there, and as usual, we'll be looking forward to it next week. And that's about all I got. I unplugged the earpiece, and I'm back on the, I guess the mic off the front of the radio there with the mic gain down to 12. So anyway, all right, we'll have a good one. 7-3 to all, and we'll catch you next time. VA3NFG.
All right, Steve. The audio sounds great right now, by the way. I think you said you got it up around 20 or so, 2022. Sounds really good. If you want, you should, I don't know if it's the same plug, but if you have the Bofang earpiece, maybe try that one. See if there's a difference. It's up to you. But anyway, Steve, thanks for checking in and being part of our net as always. Much appreciated, Steve. I guess you're going on holiday soon, so good for you. Enjoy. We'll talk to you again soon, my friend.
Yep, for sure. I'm currently on my holidays right now, Chuck, and the mic gain I got back down to 12. I had it on 20 there when I had the earpiece in, but we're back down to 12 here. So, yeah, I go back next Monday, this Monday coming. So, we'll be going to that Ham Fest in Carlisle, I think it is, isn't it?
Milton.
On the 12th, Saturday morning. All right, I'll let you wrap it up. And it's up for the 3NFG.
All right, Steve. It's in Milton at the Milton Agricultural Fairgrounds. I think it's 136 Robert Street. I'm not exactly sure, but it's the Milton Fairgrounds there. Thanks. All right. Let's see if Chris is there. VA3 Charlie Kilo Zulu. Chris, are you still with us? All right. Let's try our newly minted ham. Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November. You still with us, Matt?
I am still here. Going to say 73 to everyone on the channel tonight. And Chuck, great net as usual, very entertaining and always a good laugh. And hope to see you on here in a week from now.
Absolutely. And again, welcome to the hobby and congratulations. Yeah, don't be a stranger. You can key up on this frequency. During the day, I do monitor. So anyone who wants to chit chat or do radio checks, I'm here. Thanks. Let's go to Larry now. VE3 Lima Bravo India.
Sorry, Chuck, I got a cough. Give me 1 second. There we go. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. And I got to mention, too, I really appreciate the Friday night on the ZOE Reg Tube. I know a lot of the nets have been slowed down because of summertime, and I honestly was thinking about slowing ours down on the Friday night ZOE Reg 2 at 8 o'clock. But we had 16 check-ins last week. I thought that was absolutely fantastic for, summertime. I figured a lot of people would be away. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that, and I thought, like I said, I was quite surprised. Anyways, thanks for putting all the effort into it, Chuck. We don't do as much as on the ZOE Reg Tube. We just kind of throw things out on the table and turns into kind of an hour of whatever, fun questions or whatever. So once again, thanks for doing it, Chuck. VE3LBI.
All right, Larry. Well, thank you for checking in with me and being part of our group here. And of course, we always look forward to checking into all the nets in the areas. Of course, yours on Friday nights. If you do happen to change your mind and you're planning on taking a break for the last month or whatever, just be sure and let us know. And everyone deserves a break. So, anyhow, thanks again, Larry. Take care.
Yep, I don't think I'm going to stop it as long as we get the check-ins. Like I said, I was quite surprised we got 16. So we'll see how I make out this Friday night, and we'll just carry on, Chuck. If it slows down too much, then we will. But like I say, I know the other ones have taken a bit of a sabbatical for summertime, and that's what it is. It is summertime.
Absolutely. I think there was a comment there from Wade, I believe. Go ahead.
Of VA3CJZ, VA3NCA, yeah, just for after when Larry's done, I think he wrapped there. But just really quickly for Matt, our new ham there, we do have the local Discord, and you're welcome to join us. If you if you're listening still, if you want to send me an email, I can reply back with an invite to the Discord there. My email address is good on QRZ, which you, by the way, probably want to open up a ticket with them and probably upload a picture of your certificate so they can correct the assignment of your call sign to you. But anyways, my email address is my call sign, VA3NCA. Sorry, scratch that. My call sign is my first name, WAYDE, Whiskey Alpha Yankee Delta Echo, at va3n.ca. So my call sign with a .ca instead of a duplicated CA. Anyways, long story medium, you may want to reach out to QRZ and get that corrected. And then if you email us, we'll get you an invite to the Discord. Also, I suspect that Chuck would approve your application to the AREG Facebook group as well, but I'll send it back to him to give that info via 3NCA.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Wade. And I'll send it back to Mark there if he has any further comment. Not Mark, Matt, sorry. After I tell him about the Facebook page that we have. We have a private group on Facebook called the AREG group. Just type in A-REG, or maybe even Wade could send you a link to it. But you just got to answer 2 questions, I believe. One of them is if you have a call sign. Pretty easy to get in, and then we'll authorize you to join our Facebook group, AREG, and so we'll send it back to you now, there, Matt. All right, he must have took off. All right, well, Vern was my last one there. Let's see if Vern is still around. VA3 Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Okay. Well, that wraps up another edition of the AREG Net. I want to thank each and every one of you for checking in with me and playing along and making it a very entertaining evening. Having you all participate was a lot of fun. And I look forward to doing it again next week. Of course, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe, everyone. Stay hydrated in this heat. And most of all, be kind to one another. And I look forward to chatting with you again down the log. That's it for now. 7-3 from Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.